Hi everyone. I wanted to do a short post for my oil painting friends. I want to let you know about something pretty cool that they do at Gamblin Artist Colors every year, and how you can get involved in it if you want to. This is something that not a lot of people know about, but Gamblin makes their own paint, and when they do, they mix it up, and there's a lot of dry pigment dust in the air, and they use this enormous air filtration system to suck the dust out of the air. And then once a year, at the end of the year, they take the filters and they shake all the pigment out of it, and they mix up another batch of paint, and the paint is just made from what's there in those air filters, and they put it in tubes and they call it Torrit gray. I'll try to show you. There's a sample of it. See if the zoom will focus in on that. Got that. But Torrit gray. Torrit's just the name of the air filtration system. That's all it is. But and then a really cool thing is they put that in tubes and they send it out free. So it's gratis. You can't buy a tube of it. It's complimentary. Okay, so they do that because they want to get artists involved in recycling and thinking about environmental safety and studio safety, and I think that's an important thing. So, cool fact number 2. In conjunction with Torrit Gray, every year Gamblin does a art competition. And this is where you can get involved. This is what I wanted to talk about, because this is a pretty cool thing. Not a lot of people know about this. Last year they only had, I think it was like 300 entries, which is pretty astounding when you think about it, because Gamblin's been around a long time and there's thousands of artists that use Gamblin oil colors, but they only had 300 entries. So, here's the guidelines. Simple guidelines. All you need to do is create an original oil painting using Torrit Gray, black, and white. That's it. No other colors. It's a tonal study, a value study, which is kind of a cool thing to do, especially for a guy like me who's used to using big, bright, bold color and painting tropical landscapes and lots of wild-ass birds and like that. So it's an interesting thing to do. And what you have to do is you have to start with getting your hands on a tube of Torrit Gray, and it's available at fine art materials distributors all over the place. What you usually need to do is to buy some quantity of Gamblin products, and then when you do, they will comp you a tube of Torrit Gray. Then go home, do your painting. Well, then all you need to do is shoot a JPEG of it. Nothing fancy, just shoot a JPEG and email it to Gamblin. And I will try to put a link in the sidebar for Gamblin Colors, but if I forget to do it, it's gamblincolors.com, but I'll see what I can do to try to remember to put that in there. Send a JPEG to Gamblin, and then the competition. It's a competition. The competition goes on through October, so you got plenty of time to get involved in it. Usually they cut it off sometime in August, but for some reason they extended it this year. It goes into October, so you've got plenty of time to do it, but you gotta get about it and get yourself a tube of gray and get working on it. There are some cool prizes. For first place, it's I believe $500 worth of Gamblin artist materials, which is rocking. And for the honorable mentions, it's $350 worth of Gamblin artist materials, which is also not too shabby. Plus, even if you don't win, you still get your work on the Gamblin website, and they post it. They post all the works right there, so you get a little exposure, and that's never a bad thing. So, just a little something I wanted you to know about if you're interested. Just a little something from me to you. We'll see you next time in the wild.